This guy, my boyfriend. So we've been going to like the Lexington meetings the last couple months.
Awesome.
And then I was off of work tonight, and so we decided to come.
Sweet. Well, thank you guys so much for being here. Yeah.
It's a little bit of a smaller meeting than
Yeah.
we usually have, but I'm happy to have you.
Yeah, I don't know
Yeah.
if I can also like touch my nose with my tongue. I don't know. Like,
That's very impressive,
no,
actually.
Just let me know. Like,
Thank you. That was perfect.
I'm Dylan Phillips. I am 27. We live in Lexington, Red Bank area. Been involved in politics for around about the same time since 2012. I was Republican until I saw the light.
I never was.
So, and here I am. So I definitely looking forward to working with y'all and being the change we want to see.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for coming.
You're in good company. There's plenty of people here that are recovering Republicans, so don't feel weird
yeah.
about.
Oh, my name's Phil McFadden. Didn't really get involved to Young Dems till this year. I was at a Northeast Dems meeting, so I feel like I had to get involved or do something. That's where I met Austin. I didn't know he also got Sophia.
Yeah, he did.
He's like one day sent out just to grab people,
So true.
and he talked about the Young Dems. Like, oh, sounds like just the right place.
Yeah.
Now I know everybody's age, we're not the Young Dems.
No, we're the.
I'm 28.
You're basically
You specifically, you.
30 is not old.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Also,
Sorry, Grandpa.
we have a thing where we like to call people young at heart when they don't meet the age requirements. For
Which is
our group,
40, by the way. So, like,
weird.
wait, there's
Like,
plenty of
it's
time.
So weird to look at someone who is older and go,
Young at heart means we can
"You're
go.
right, you're young at heart." And then look at you like,
Yeah. We whisper that part, though.
When we do elections, we're kind of holding to the age restrictions because we're trying to get the young crowd, like a specific demographic of people to show up. So that is the aim.
So, since you're talking, I'm going to make you talk.
Go say next.
What? Zane? Sure.
Zane's
I was blipping from Philip to. You were
He's
talking.
going this
Zane, I
She's my wife, by the way, so I'm allowed to bag on her a little bit. Yeah.
But next.
I'm allowed to go a little bit.
All right, Zane.
Up there.
All right, so my name is Zane. I'm 29. I've been backing the Dems since I was 12 years old in 2008. I used to have West's job, and right now I'm the third vice chair of Lexington County Dems, and I got involved last year because it occurred to me that waiting for election seasons and watching podcasts just wasn't enough anymore.
Yeah. Yeah, very familiar sentiment.
Also, I will never shut up about history.
Good.
Amen.
You shouldn't.
I've been witness to this more camps.
So
And he
true.
traps them in them. That's coming down.
There's a lot of
The best thing ever.
There's a lot of people in the group that their conversational style is entrapment. I love history, so please continue with the Jeopardy style rants on history. My name is Emma, by the way. We came together. Probably could phrase that a little better. I knew you would laugh. I got one person in my corner for low hanging fruit.
Keep it real fun in here. All right, and moving on.
More talented co-chair.
So
Crazy with that introduction. That's where we started.
you are the one who said that I was more talented. I did not put those words in your mouth. You chose actively
no,
to.
that's true.
But no, as you can tell, we're silly here. We're weirdos and kind of silly. But
The
it's a
wonders
good-
of the
it is a good
Democratic
group.
Party.
Yeah.
So true.
Yeah. We're a bunch of weirdos from different places, all being weird together.
The wallflowers.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. That's.
They're gonna praise the Big Ten party, right? podcast.
Let's make a shirt around that.
That's-
Yeah, we should.
Yes.
It's a good idea.
But anyway, hi everyone. I'm Austin Jackson. Apparently, the guy that brought many of you into this crazy ass organization.
And thank goodness for that.
Anyway, which may actually be true because I've been a member of this organization since 2012 when we reorganized with like 5 people around a table in California dreaming. And it's grown to somewhere between 5 and 10 chapters around the state, around 200 known members. It's really shocking how something can take a life of its own.
Yeah, absolutely.
But anyway, like I said, but seriously, I'm 35. I have been active in the Democratic Party since 2007. Since 2007, when I came back from student council camp in Myrtle Beach, and decided to walk into Barack Obama's headquarters, which at the time were on Calhoun Street, right down the street from us, on the corner of Calhoun and Assembly, and never looked back. From there, I went to USC, joined the College Dems, went in 2014. I got elected as alternate committeeman for the Wilson County Democratic Party, and then in 2016 I went to vote for Bernie Sanders, and there were some Dems were like, oh no, we're all Hillary supporters, we can't have you in our leadership.
Oh, I didn't know
So
that.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
So
Who got the knob?
So after that, I put pretty much all of my energy into Young Dems. I became secretary of YDofCM for 2 terms under Bree Maxwell, who's now one of our DNC members, and Jenny Ashley, who is now a consultant in Charleston. Then I became president myself, and I had only like stepped down from the presidency maybe about a year ago. So ever since I've been here in Central Midlands, helping, doing everything I can, and I'm also 3rd vice chair for the Wilson County Democratic Party now. So.
And we are so ridiculously thankful to have you. I've said it about 1 million times. I don't know where we'd be. So.
Yeah, I only turned 36 in February.
We're not talking about that until February. Yeah.
Hey, you're cool. That's the 40.
We're keeping.
We're gonna start teaching you backwards.
So true. We're gonna Benjamin Button everybody in this place.
No, seriously. I was vice chair of YDA's disability. I was one of the vice chairs of YDA's disability parties from like 2017 to like 2023.
Very cool.
Which is something I don't really talk about, but it's something that people do know.
I'll keep mine short. I do not have an illustrious resume. Christine Snuffer, 25, 5'3", she, her, bisexual. Just kidding. No, I am. Like long walks on the beach, but I joined the Young Dems a couple months ago. I actually got involved through Nicole Sanchez, who is a big proponent of ranked choice voting. Love her to death. She actually got me involved by inviting me to help with the Richland County Democratic Convention, which was super fun, really interesting, and then that kind of was a pipeline for me to attend more Young Dem events, and I've started becoming more involved. I'm a member in our policy committee and our membership committee, and anybody who's listening, anybody who's here, you guys should attend a meeting, come in, see what's going on.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm Bonnie Leslie. I live in County. I'm 28.
Sweet.
So I'm on the edge of death, apparently.
Let's impeach him.
No.
Literally.
I think our national president.
Well, I probably am, but for various other factors rather than my age.
That's relatable.
I'm so sorry.
I never been involved in, like, actively involved in politics. I've always been very aware and up to date on them. My mom has a degree in journalism, despite she's never worked as a journalist, but grew up with that kind of importance placed on everything. I mean, I found out about this at the last, actually I found out about it at the No Kings protest before the last one. And then I saw it again on this one, and I'm like, I need to socialize.
That's very relatable.
Thank you for coming.
Yeah.
And I
Very
need
happy
to
to
leave the world better for my cats.
Amen.
So true.
That's
Hi, I'm Joe Biden. I'm Jill Biden's husband. No. Hi, I am the #1 favorite person in this room. My name is Timothy Brown. I am the treasurer of the Young Dems Central Midlands. I am recently your #1 city kid through and through. Your amateur urbanist, your lover of cities, to hell with the rural lifestyle, and
some of us
I-
don't know that way, buddy.
well,
We didn't have choice.
Yeah,
Lancaster,
you're-
South Carolina representative.
Yep, you're lost.
I don't love cities. I love one city, and that's Columbia, South Carolina.
Woo!
I love with my whole
There's
heart.
only one
All
city
right.
that's- Everywhere else, they just incorporate
And it's
territory.
St.
Actually, you know, as Young Dems, we love
Oh, that's true.
we
love
love Richland,
I'm so
Lexington,
sorry.
Fairfield, and Orangeburg. All four equally. Thank you very much. Equally.
Anyways,
Okay. Yes, Tim.
I've been a Democrat through and through pretty much my whole life. My parents were heavily involved in New York, you know, and my views outside of city life and city urbanness policy has always been around liberal policies. I've been involved with the party officially since 2008. On and off with the Young Dems with Marcurius, on and off, but this is my first year as an actual officer. Hopefully to get some training up and try and balance the lifestyle with, you know, my obligations in normal adulthood, and hopefully run for office someday down the road very soon. But pretty much, if you have any questions regarding running for office or any questions about urban policy, you know, I got pretty much that on lock. But I would love to pick everybody's brain about it. I like talking about it. I like to travel. I like to learn new things, you know, and that's just how I am. And my humor is complicitly unfiltered.
Yeah.
That's why Emma's cringing right now, because she thinks I'm gonna go 0 to 100.
He's gonna go dark room.
Oh, buddy.
Don't worry.
Well,
It'll work.
thank you, Tim. Thank you guys for indulging me and doing that. I know we're not mic'd to go around the room, but it's nice since we have new faces in here.
It's out.
What I will ask is if you look up on this screen over here, forget the people that are watching, there is a membership survey on here. It's a QR code. You can scan it. If you can fill that out tonight, that would be fantastic. All we're trying to do is just figure out what kind of events our new members want to see. So if there's particular stuff that you guys are thinking, hey, that's something that, like, when I get involved in politics, I want to do, throw it in there. But I think we'll go ahead and get started. I don't think we have a ton of stuff really to cover tonight, so I think mostly this will be kind of an update on what we've got going on, and then we can all chat and socialize and hang out.
In which case, I'm just going to
Don't you put the timer on me.
start a voice memo. Okay.
Beautiful. Okay, so first on our list, I handed out these little agendas. These are from our meeting earlier this month, but this is kind of just a general guideline for how our larger meetings go. up here, again on the screen, at some point, you'll see candidates for municipal elections. Elections are November 4th, so we got a lot of work to do. We are currently supporting 2 candidates directly, Ashley McCall and Jessica Thomas. Whoops, they are both up here. And we are going to be doing a phone banking here on Saturday, and all you need is your cell phones.
If I
So,
could piggyback on that,
yes,
early voting started.
yes,
Yep.
early voting has started.
So,
Started October 20th through the 31st.
the first.
Okay.
If you don't have a voting plan, please make a voting plan. Remember to vote because it's very important to start at the local level.
Absolutely, it is.
Also, there is a link that shows where you can put in your ballot at, but mainly it's going to be at the registration joint. For Richland County is over near the county council over on Hampton Street.
If anybody has any questions about voting, then contact a leader of the organization and they'll direct you to where to go. We've got so many QR codes. There's probably one up there about where to find your voting and your polling place and all that good stuff. In terms of our chairs reports, like I said, our chairs are the 2 chairs above me are not here tonight, but I think that we've been incredibly busy. We've been at a lot of events over the past little while. Most notably, I'd say, was the No Kings protest this past weekend. It was great. We had a sign making party beforehand and it went really well. We made some really awesome signs. We got a lot of awesome signups and we're just gonna keep doing what we're doing. What was that?
Do we have a final number on how many attended in Columbia?
17,000.
Yes, 5051 is saying that there were 17,000 people.
Do y'all know, I asked somebody else this, I was like, how do they come up with that?
See,
number?
Aerial shots.
See, the reason I asked that.
Aerial shots.
Counts every person.
Yeah, the reason I
And
asked that
so
because
they apparently asked people to sign up. So another thing that will probably pop up, we use a couple of different apps. Mobilize is a big one. If you guys haven't heard of that, I would look into it and download it. Go ahead and sign in so that you don't have to sign in every single time you sign up for an event, because I have not yet. Bad leadership. On Mobilize, you can sign up for events, and that way the organizations that you're working with can get an idea of how many people are going to show up. I'm pretty sure 5051 used something similar to Mobilize.
Yeah, I saw.
And I think that's part of how they're counting the sign up. So 17,000 people is huge.
yeah, I mean, I asked because I just didn't want to be like, I didn't want to knock them and say, are they inflated because everybody was also here for the game and the fair. If 17,000 was at the State House, that is what they said was critical mass,
I can, based
along
on
with the 7 million that were nationwide.
I've said walk around, some of y'all did. From what I saw, it's crazy. There's a
It
shot
was.
of everybody walking down Main Street, and it's just
Beautiful.
it's so cool.
Yeah.
It's so beautiful.
Very nice.
That's a whole lot bigger than the one in June.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes.
And the one in June was big.
The
Yeah.
room was huge too.
I keep saying we barely had standing room outside of our little
Yeah, I
tent.
heard
Like
that.
it was like bumper to bumper
People kept coming
people.
in and just chilling.
Yeah, I know.
Supposedly, there were, when we took down the Confederate flag in front of the State House, there were apparently around 10,000 people there, which means that
It was larger than that.
It
Yes.
had a bit larger
It
than
was
that.
almost
I was
like
there.
I was gonna say, a lot of us were there for taking down the flag, and it did seem like it was,
Yeah, it was
a lot more,
It felt like a lot
which
more.
is wonderful.
It was crazy. I don't know when the next one is, but I know that 5051 is trying to plan for a monthly kind of protest situation. So keep an eye out if you guys want to join us at the next protest. The only other things that I kind of want to cover are upcoming events. Like I said, this weekend here in this room, we're having a phone banking, free pizza and prizes for the top 3 callers. So even if you've never phone banked before, just bring your cell phone and a friend if possible, and then we're gonna have printed scripts and everything so that it's pretty straightforward. And I personally have only phone banked a couple of times at home, but it's very relaxed. Most people will send you to voicemail, and to me that's easier than speaking directly to a person. But
Or not answering first.
Tell me more.
What?
and some curse at you.
Oh, so true. I've only had one person really rip me up. That was pretty rough.
Curse that you get rewarded $5.
One out of like 70 calls though. That's not bad.
Look, I used to call for a living. That, as of last week, I used to call for a living.
Oh.
You do not get trusted how hardly
Or
at all.
something, and like just basically go through the numbers.
So I think we're also planning on having a Halloween party. Location is to be determined, but if you guys aren't following us on social media, I would recommend doing that or joining the Signal chat. That's where we talk a lot of the time. It gets a little crazy, but it is by far the best way to keep up with what
Yeah, some of us
we're
might
doing.
Say something about large black people. West.
911. This is a recorded meeting.
That is not what happened.
I don't know, Bill. Is that what happened?
That was you two. I'm not
Oh, buddy.
Not in West getting canceled.
Wes didn't say anything other than that Philip wasn't scary.
Last Wednesday is
So true.
I do want to be clear though, because I know my schedule's effed, but Fall for Democracy dead.
So there is going to be a fundraising event. We are collaborating with Lexington and Richland County parties to do a chili cook-off, and that will be November 14th.
Fall into the pot of chili.
Again, look on our socials to absolutely confirm that information. But,
It's
14.
beautiful. See? Love it. The location is included on the sign up and on the little graphic that they've got going around. Tickets, there is a discounted ticket for young Dems. So if you want to go to the chili cook-off and you don't want to spend the $35 to get a standard ticket,
Spend money.
join YDCM and you can get a discounted ticket.
I need money, spend
Also,
money.
Val and I are looking into charging the entries.
Oh, okay.
So that happens. We may go that route, we'll have to talk to.
So,
Yeah, I need to
point
jump.
being,
I need to
put
jump.
Let's not get
I need to jump.
put the date on your calendar. Keep it in mind. If you want to eat an ungodly amount of chili, that's the perfect event for you. I I think for now that is kind of it. If you want to join a committee, I'm going to highly recommend that you guys join a committee. I will let the committee chairs do their own little. Is there a question over here?
No, I wanted to put in another plug for.
Oh yeah,
for
absolutely.
bids.
Go for it.
So, House District 88, a special election is December the 23rd. We at the Lexington County Democratic Party have been Tuesdays and Thursdays at the county office.
Okay. Awesome.
At I think it's Zane, is it 100 Harmon Street? I think that's what it's on Harmon Street.
Okay.
In Lexington. If you put in, I can get y'all
I
the
can
exact
look at it.
address.
Wasn't there supposed to be something that Kershaw was doing too? They were doing something.
That's a
I know.
fantastic
I
question.
think it's 100 Harmon Street.
Yeah.
But anyway, the Republicans had their primary yesterday, and let me tell y'all the numbers. And I compared it to so 2022 was the last time RJ May ran against Democrat Daniel Shreve, and let me tell y'all those numbers. It was very encouraging. They only had, let's see what the total vote count was. A total of 1,126 individuals voted on election day. 353 voted early. So rounded about what, 1,500?
Yeah.
Not even quite 2,000 people voted.
Yeah, that's not
And in
bad at all.
2022, which was also midterm, there was about 3,000 people voted for the Democrat.
Ooh.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
the
We appreciate
and the
Yeah.
And the election day is supposed to be like right before Christmas,
Yes,
right?
December 23rd.
Okay, so just so I can announce this for the recording.
Yeah.
Special election December 23rd, and there's phone banking at Lexington
Phone
County.
banking and postcard writing
Okay.
at Lexington County Democratic Party headquarters.
Okay.
On Tuesdays from 4 to 6 and Thursdays from 4:30 to 6:30.
Okay,
I
awesome.
gotta plug in one more thing.
We'll be doing phone
I will let you
banking.
do that
I'm
when
not
you
phone
come up
banking.
here.
We'll be doing
Can
I- No,
canvassing
it's from Jeremy.
soon,
Okay,
too.
what's up?
Canvassing?
Jermaine Johnson, his announcement is
Okay.
on the 28th.
Okay.
So Jeremy wanted to let everyone know.
So
about that.
I'm going to repeat one more time for the recording.
1, 2,
Um,
3, eyes on me. Thank you.
Please don't do that ever again. I appreciate it. So just for the recording, one more time. Tuesdays and Thursdays at the Lexington County Democratic Party headquarters. Tuesdays from 4 to 6, Thursdays from 4:30 to 6:30. To phone bank, canvas, postcard write, all of that good stuff for special election on December 23rd. So if you need to write down that date, now would be the time. One more thing from our chair, Jermaine Johnson has a special announcement. When was that? November,
No, October 28th.
October 28th, excuse me. So keep an eye out for that. He is all over the social media, so
We all know what it means.
search for Jermaine Johnson on Facebook and you'll find all of his good information.
If you live in Lexington County, I'm trying to find precinct captains for each precinct in Lexington County.
Even more perfect. If you live in Lexington County, then come talk to a member of leadership so that you can be a precinct leader. I'm gonna let committee chairs come up and give their little spiels, and then I think we'll kind of be good to go. So who wants to go first?
If you're alright with me.
Timothy?
If you're alright with me dipping out right after.
Sure, that's fine.
Thank you. Only just some stuff. Let me pull this real quick. It'll be a couple minutes.
Thank you guys for listening to me talk for a while.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
We appreciate you.
But he can leave early.
We appreciate ya. What's up? So, keep this short and brief since I got shenanigans to do. As I said, just got word from Jeremy about Johnson's announcement next week. We all know what it's about, so let's get down there on that. Other than that, the balance is right now around $1,404.85. I don't know if that includes the little donations we got from the No Kings protest, but I'll touch base with Jeremy on that later. Other than that, there's some stuff that we got to go over with leadership in regards to other stuff. But other than that, I'm still working on the package that I am trying to do with the proposed urbanist bills for the council and the legislature for January. But other than that, we are doing a kibosh on finance meetings for the moment until I get word from Jeremy on some stuff. Other than that, that is pretty much it as far as that. But if you want to still be in the loop on finance and all the stuff going on there, we do have a Signal chat, so link into that. Let me know. We'll get you linked on that. Don't ask him, but link. We'll do that. And I am gonna head out, y'all. But let me know if y'all have any other questions on that.
All right, I'm not gonna keep going back up, so you guys just
Okay.
select yourselves to go up and speak for your committees.
All right.
So I actually do not have. I do not have an additional report at this time.
Okay. Other things?
Okay.
All right. Emma, could you close the door? I want to get into our last meeting. It would be wrong to. Okay. Hi, everyone. As I've introduced myself earlier, my name is West, and I am the chair of the policy committee for the Young Democrats of the Central Midlands. And so policy has had a bit of an interesting turn of events lately. So as those of you who were aware, we've been working on the strategic vision for the organization, hoping to finish that up by the end of election season. We're going to be presenting that document to the chair of the organization, Jeremy, to ratify it once it gets approved again by leadership. Boring political stuff goes through. One discussion we've been having is over the nature of our organization. Whether we are a Democrat Party line organization or if we are a coalition of people with leftist views who are partnering with the most left-facing organization that is possible to win political capital in South Carolina. And so that is where we're currently at. That is a discussion we're currently having. If you have opinions on that matter, if you identify yourself as a Democrat or as a leftist that is working under the Democrat banner, that is something we'd very much like to discuss. The reason I wanted that closed is because I don't want to seem disrespectful to the South Carolina Democratic headquarters by any means. It's a very important distinction in terms of our goals moving forward and how we operate, even if it seems small saying it out loud. Aside from that, we also have a debate planned on November 22nd. It's going to be fantastic. Very excited. Venue is still currently TBD, though it should be narrowed down by the end of this week. All things panning out is going to be wonderful. The topic is going to be on immigration. If you've not been to one of our debates before, I'll remind you what the format is like. There is a single resolution that you are to prepare for. This one is on immigration. And when you arrive at the venue, you will be put onto a team and you will be assigned one side of the issue without your choosing. You'll either be arguing for immigration or against immigration. There's a more specific, like I said, resolution at play, but that's the idea. Everyone's going to get up there. They're going to have a couple minutes. We'll have some back and forth and we'll call it a day. Everyone will celebrate. You'll be praised, complimented, and you will not be critiqued by anyone, so do not worry. If that interests you at all, please do sign up. I don't want to be the only one up there talking like people are trying to make me. So please come see me, come see Policy. We're so excited. If you're not a member of Policy, yes, you still can do it. Everything is wonderful. We are also, this December, going to be launching our educational component of the strategic vision. The first presentation is going to be given by Zane of the Lexington County Democrats on immigration. Details of that are still TBD. We're looking for a target date to begin this series in mid-December. Other presenters will be wonderful people. We're going to have Jeremy, our chair, give one on leadership. We're going to have Austin, our secretary, give one later. If anyone participated in the previous public speaking course, it'll be something similar to that. So be on the lookout. Lots of very fun, very educational, and very hard to market activities coming here shortly that I am very excited for. So if you have any questions, please come see us. Other than that, thank you very much.
That pretty much does it for our committee chairs. We do have a couple other committees. Communications, obviously, they handle all of our social media. If you are in any kind of way social media savvy and you want to help, we would love to have it.
10 years ago, maybe.
Hey, yeah, I see. We made eye contact over that, so I think, But we've gone over a couple of dates. If you have not already scanned the little membership QR code for the, geez Louise, my brain, survey. Thank you. If you haven't done the survey, please do the survey. That will help us out. And other than that, dates are up there rotating on the board. We've kind of covered that already. If there is anything else, now would be the time to speak. No?
I heard you, Wes, you were talking about the advocacy group.
Yes, so we, you want to talk about Haley's?
Oh, yes. There is another committee. It's called Advocacy. They mostly work on like action items, so like direct action that we can take as a group and as individuals. Right now, they're working on a candidate forum. That'll happen after elections in November, but it'll gear us up for 2026. They're also the people that are helping to plan our chili cook-off fundraiser. But advocacy committee is very focused on what direct action we can take. So if you're interested in joining any of our committees, first you have to join the Signal chat, which is going to be wonderful. But then after that, we'll get you added in if you want to some committees. Communications, membership, advocacy, policy, campaigns. Campaigns. The one that does the campaigns, yes.
Because it can be a little overwhelming to have 100 people in a single chat. Having
Oh, you're in it. Oh, yeah. Yeah, exactly. That's what I mean. As long, you can mute every single one of the Signal chats except for announcements. That's the only one.
Because you actually, if you want to be updated about stuff, you do have to.
That's what the announcements chat is
unmute
for.
a little bit, read back
Just
through
go to
some
the
stuff.
announcements.
And the announcements is fine, and also policy. Policy, that's the only two.
I'm talking about.
Iffy on the
I
policy.
think we should move to Discord personally, because I think you'll be able to organize things a little bit better than Signal.
Well, now we're leaping into something completely different.
Yeah,
What was
but
it?
you're all wrong though. Is the problem.
Discord just doesn't have the same privacy as Signal.
I mean, you're correct, but I also don't think this group is
Also, I don't need any more Discord servers.
Also, not completely fine important it, but when the U.S. Army is having secret chats with reporters,
They sure do use Signal.
But don't we support Nepal electing their leader on Discord as well?
Democrats love to believe that they're being monitored by the government as if they're the like radicalist like.
We are the radical left Democrats. Don't get it twisted.
Nobody should wear anything ever, and you should never talk in front of your computer because we're being monitored constantly. Like you're.
Okay, before we get too crazy, I'm gonna go ahead and cut it off so we can turn off this beautiful recording. Are there any other questions?
Turn off your computer.
Any other questions?
okay, why are we holding up 3 fingers?
Oh, is it?
Oh,
Isn't that a Boy Scout thing?
It is a Boy Scout.
I knew
I
it.
thought-
It
I
is a
thought
Girl
they-
Scout thing.
I thought they were doing like a Boy Scout like.
oh my God, it's like DashCon, stop this. Get in the pit.
Do you have something to say?
Yes, when I was subbing in elementary school, they do this, so everyone is quiet and gets back on topic.
Everybody watching, shut up and listen to me.
Alright?
This meeting is
I mean, they
almost
do that
over.
For that purpose in Boy Scouts. They
Um,
do the, like,
Thank you guys so much for coming. I know that we just talk a lot. The whole goal of YDCM is obviously to get involved in politics, but it's also we like to call ourselves a family organization. Obviously, my wife is right there. West's wife is the wonderful person who helps membership committee. She is real and she's amazing. So it's very, I won't say family oriented, but we are very friendly and family like in this group. So Signal chat can get loud and annoying, but there's a reason for that. It's because we're silly and we're friendly. So
Also, Jeremy wants to make sure everyone's reminded about the Google Calendar if you're not already on the Google Calendar.
great add-on. There's also a Google Calendar. If you join nothing else tonight, out of everything you've gleaned from this meeting, join the Google Calendar. That's how we are keeping track of events. Even prospective events are on the calendar so that you can get an idea of what on earth is going on. But yeah, I think that about covers it. Thank you guys so much for coming. We're going to socialize in this room, but we're going to chop off the recording. So.
Also, can you remind Jeremy that he did have a meeting that he could have attended and mention that?
Damn.
I didn't say it, and I'm not sure it was picked up by the mic, so that's great. Bye, guys.
I couldn't say it on the thing, but I started.